What's up, guys? This is
And we are live.
Wow.
There we are, guys. Welcome to this webinar, guys. You know, people are coming in as we speak, right? Don't be shy, right? Talk in the comments, right? My name is Paulo CQ.
and I'm Cassandra Lee, and together we are
The Power Couple.
We're so excited to have you on here. So I want to let you know what's about to happen before we move forward. I want you guys to be completely aware of this situation so you know what to expect from this moment to the end, okay? You are here for one reason, and that's because you want to know how to get into our inner circle. You want to know how to learn certain things that we will only be teaching to our inner circle that can help quantify your life and in your business. That is why you're here. This is not a learning webinar. This webinar is to tell you exactly what you need to do to get into our inner circle. Please note that. We're not going to be teaching you anything unless you're in our inner circle, and there's a reason why. And we're going to explain those reasons as we move further along. Does that make sense? All right? I don't want you to be here saying, oh, I thought I was going to learn something. No, you're only here to find out how to get in our inner circle.
Absolutely. And this webinar is not going to be a very long webinar. It's going to be probably like 15 to 20 minutes, right? Because, you know, we just decided to do this last minute, right? Because we wanted to share, and we wanted to just continue to just give people the opportunity, right? And like I said to you, right, this is an opportunity that's going to do two things, right? It may really, really excite you, right? Your heart can just start just pumping, right? Blood may just start rushing to your head. Your palms can get a little sweaty, right? And you are really, really excited, right? Or the second thing, the same exact thing may be happening, right? Palms are sweaty, right? Heart is pumping and all that stuff, but instead you are frightened. You're frightened because you've never seen an opportunity as big as this, right? You've never been part of something, of an inner circle that's going to change the world. You've never been a part of an inner circle that everybody inside of that inner circle is going to massively succeed, because we've discovered and we've stumbled upon something that actually works, right? And what I mean by that is, after massively failing, right, we've discovered a strategy, and we know what works and what doesn't, right? So what I'm going to share with you in the next couple of minutes is just to really outline what this is really about, right? This is about you, and this is about the story of the rep, right? The story of the rep, because, you know, when we first got started, right, we did a lot of crazy stuff, right? But in the beginning, it was a struggle, right? And some of you guys are in business right now, and some of you guys are probably struggling, right? And you guys are just grinding it out, and every single day, right, you're not getting the results. As a matter of fact, you're not getting any results, right? I remember a time, right, when, you know, me and my wife used to go to the mall, right, because we were so broke that we didn't even have a computer, right? So we went to the Apple store because it was actually her idea, and she said, look, this is a brilliant idea. We got cool with everybody there, because we spend like
literally, as soon as the Apple Store opened, we were there. And as soon as it closed, we would leave. And we spent all day at the Apple Store using their free computer.
Trying to figure this out, right? We were trying to figure this out because we didn't understand how this internet thing worked, right? We didn't understand how it really, really worked. We just knew that other people were doing it, and they were massively succeeding, right? Well, while being at the internet store, you wouldn't be surprised, but after spending 18 hours there, we didn't get, you know, we got little to nothing, right? Little to nothing. We got no results, right? We would get a lead here, a lead there, right? But it wasn't worth all of the effort that we were putting, right? At least that's what we thought. But then here's what I started thinking, you know, and here's what I heard somebody told me, right? One of my mentors said, you know, any action that you're taking towards your success will always pay you either right then and there, which likely it's not to happen, but most of the times it's going to pay you out in the future, right? And that's what we kept on doing, right? We kept on struggling, right? To the point where we just got fed up, and we said, man, we're going to get 30 leads, that's it, period, right? And then we went and did something even stupider, right? And we went around the mall, right, trying to get leads, trying to get people to do these surveys, right, which really was irrelevant, right? Because what we really wanted is them to join our business, right? Like some of you guys are out there, you guys have a business, and you guys are just doing whatever it takes, right, to get people to sign up on your business, but right now you're struggling because you're not getting results, right? And that's probably one of the people right then and there, right? Well, anyways, as the story continues, right, we started getting a little bit better and a little bit better, right? But then we started realizing that the results that we were getting, our team wasn't getting the results, right? Meaning that we were starting to succeed, right? We were still working like crazy, right? but our team was not able to replicate the same results that we were doing, right? Now, some of them didn't take any action, right? And some of them actually did, but didn't get anywhere, okay? But most of them didn't take any action, which I think that's probably the reason why. And some of you guys are on here, and you guys are probably having some type of success, right? But your team is not having the same success that you want, right? You know, I was talking to somebody. His name is Tony Riccio, right? And you want to talk about that real quick? I'm sorry, not Tony Riccio. I forgot what his name is. So I forget that I said that name. You know, it's not that. It's totally wrong. But you know, he was in business, right? And you know, he was signing people up, right? But his team was doing absolutely nothing, right? And he knew eventually that they will quit. And some of you guys are in that position now. You guys are getting people on your team, but you guys can't keep them. You're getting people on your team, but they're not doing anything, and they're not replicating the same thing that you could do, right? And I want to let you know that you're here right now at the right spot, right? And then there's others, right? There's others right now that are actually succeeding, right? But you're finding yourself with no time whatsoever, right? Well, this is about all three of you guys, right? This is about everybody on here, right? Because what we're going to share with you in the next couple of minutes is how to be part of something that's going to be epic, how to be part of a movement that's just going to be life-changing, and how to be part of something that's just going to change the world, right? And as you look into my eyes, you know that I'm serious, and you know that we're not joking around, right? Because what we're going to be doing is going to create massive, massive, massive success in the people who are part of our inner circle. The people who decide to make a real commitment and a real decision are going to be the only people who are going to be part of that inner circle. So I'm going to hand this off to my wife now, and she's going to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I need you to understand the reason why this is going to be so short is because we are done wasting time with people who aren't serious. What is happening right now in Power Quantum Council, which is the name of our inner circle, is exploding so rapidly we do not have time to waste with people who are time wasters. So we are only going to be giving our focus and our energy to those who actually take it serious, because right now we already have people who need our focus and energy, so we cannot waste time. We're opening it up more to you guys because we still have a few spots open. Number two, we have been able to build our entire business strictly online without mingling with people that we actually know. Every single person in our business is not somebody that we know firsthand.
Here's what's been happening in the last 30 days, right? In the last 30 days, me and my wife have been able to sponsor over 40 brand new people inside of our business, right? So what we're telling you is not a lie. What we're telling you is something that we're actually doing, right? In the last 30 days, out of those 40 people that over 40 people that we sponsor, right, we've been able to get them to start replicating some of the success that we're having, right? But because it's growing so big and so rapidly, there's a small window, okay? And this small window is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And as you're taking your time to make the decision, and as you're taking your time to try to figure this out and trying to figure if this actually works, or, you know, is this another training product that I have to buy, right? It's fine. Go ahead and take a year or maybe 5 years, right, doing the same thing you're doing. But we are going to continue to keep moving. And the question now, the question that I have for you that's watching this video is, are you going to be part of the inner circle, which is the real team, or are you going to be out, right? Because if you don't make the decision, it's fine, because trust us, trust me and my wife, that the spots will get filled up, and those 30 individuals will have massive success because we know what works, and we figured out a strategy that works for us, and it's simple and it's easy to apply into any business. And now it's your responsibility to either make the choice, right? It's either a yes, I'm part of the team, or a no, I'd rather not. I'd rather keep doing it the old way, and I'd rather just not make six-figure income this year, and I'd rather just not follow directions, and I'd rather not be able to have time freedom, and I'd rather not have my team duplicate the same way I'm duplicating, right? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And by the way, there's only 8 spots left, right? 8 spots left.
Guys, this is so important for you to understand, because I know that a lot of you are looking at the situation you're in right now, 6 months into the year, and you're not happy with where you are. You're pissed off, and you're angry, and you're frustrated. And I want to let you know that's a good feeling if you use it for the right motive. If you use it for the right motive, it is a good feeling. Right now you have an opportunity, because Power Quantum Council, this month, we are going to be making $89,000 this month of June. And some of you just went, what the? Yes, it is the truth. And we're going to do it with or without you. But we want to do it with you. Because the information that we have is going to give you the potential to have an income on demand, time freedom, financial freedom, living the lifestyle that you truly deserve if you follow exactly what we're going to do. Why are we doing this, guys? Well, because that's the reason why we started Power Quantum. Power Quantum stands for a powerful sudden significance, or a powerful sudden increase in whatever it is that you want. You tell us what you want, the lifestyle you want, the dreams that you have, the people that you want to help change their lives, the people you want to help transform, the family you want to spend more time with. Tell us what you want, and we are going to help quantify that in your life. We mean that with everything in us. Only if you're going to do exactly what we say in getting into our inner circle. Why? Because we know the exact formula that's creating us $89,000 this month that can create you our next six-figure earner by December. It does not take 2 to 5 years to make 6 figures. It takes 90 days. 90 days it is possible. Now, I cannot guarantee that. I can say it's possible, but only you can guarantee if you're going to make it happen. Only you can guarantee that you're going to take the information that we're going to teach and begin implementing it into your life and into your business. Only you can guarantee that. You are always one decision away from reaching the lifestyle that you want. You're always one decision away from your winning or your failing. You are always one decision, and you're going to have that one decision to make right now. Why? Because your life is worth it. God did not put us on this earth to be miserable. God has a purpose and a plan for your life. It is up to you to fulfill it. There's gifts and talents in every single one of you, and it is up to you to activate them. Why? We are going to help people. By the end of this year, we will have 100 six-figure earners, and it's either going to be you or not, but it will happen. And we need your help because there are things that you can bring to the table. The only thing that you have to do is listen and take action. Let your gifts come forth and let's use them. Why? Because there are more people who need this. There are more people who need a breakthrough. There are more people. And there are people that we will never be able to reach, but only you will be able to reach because it was never meant for us to reach them. You see, we had a decision like this to make. And we didn't contemplate our current situation. All we contemplated was where we were going. And if we really wanted to get there, are we willing to do whatever it takes to fight for that? And we did. We made a decision. We were broke. We were 5 months backed up in rent. We were negative in our account. We sold every piece of furniture in our home because we had nothing. But we knew we needed to fight. Why? Because you and I would not be having this freaking conversation if we did not push through. Now, how many people are out there waiting for you to make a freaking decision like that so you can help transform their life? How long do you want to not be able to afford the things that you want in your life? How long do you want to not be able to do what the things are on your heart because your bank account says otherwise? If you're tired of living according to what your bank account says and not living the lifestyle that God truly designed for you, then it's time to make a decision. And I don't care what excuses you have. I don't care what money you don't have. I don't care what pain, what sad story. I don't care. I don't want you talking about your struggle until you overcome it. You are only to talk about your victories and where you're headed. That is one of the biggest rules that we have in Power Quantum Council, because you will never be able to overcome the obstacles you're currently in if you keep talking about being in them.
Man, that's so powerful.
Get out of it.
Powerful, powerful stuff, guys. So
Get out of it.
Here's what you can expect when you're part of the inner circle, right? You can expect that we're not gonna hold your hand. You can expect that we're not gonna, woo you with a bunch of bonuses, right? Because the training that we have in Power Quantum is enough, right? You can expect that, that we're not gonna be, slapping your butt every time you're doing something wrong, right? You can expect that if you don't follow the criteria, that you're just gonna get kicked out of the inner circle, right? Because we want 100% success rate, right? You can expect this from us, right? You can expect that we're going to give everything that we have inside of us. You can expect that together as a powerful group, right, and people in that inner circle, that we're going to make a difference. You can expect that this vision is only going to get bigger. You can expect that this will become worldwide.
Yes.
You can expect that by you making the decision right now, making a real commitment and becoming serious, right, you can expect that you're going to be part of something big as hell before it even really got big, right? You can expect that if you make the decision now, that we're never, ever going to leave you. And if you ever do leave, right, it was not because we kicked you out, it's because you chose to leave, right? You can expect that we're not going to tell you what you want to hear, we're going to tell you what you need to hear, right? You can expect that whoever's inside of our inner circle, you can expect, and I promise you, because this is what we're going to give, right? You can expect that we're going to be right by your side, right? Telling you exactly what you need to do, right? But not in a manner where we hold your hands, right? You can expect that the same way a personal trainer will push somebody, will push a client to pushing them to the potential, that's what you can expect from us, right? You can expect right now, as you're just making the decision and you're making the real commitment, right, that you're tired about living the way you're living, right? You can expect that your life will change right now as you're making that decision and you're making that commitment.
Now, I want you to know that by you making this decision, your loyalty is not to us. It is to you, your family, and God. That's it. We do not own you. But what we will do is push you. We will love you. We will believe in you. And we will help you fight for what it is that you want. Now, it's going to end right here. You have a decision to say, I want to know more, I want in, or this isn't for me.
We're gonna be
because what's gonna happen is if you make your decision, we're going to get on another webinar like this with only those people who actually made the decision.
It's a private webinar.
It's a private webinar for only those who
members.
make the decision right now. Now, in that private webinar, we're going to tell you what to expect between the next 30 to 60 days. We're going to tell you the next 2 criterias in order to get into our inner circle, and we're also going to tell you why you need to do that.
I can promise you.
But we are not going to tell you the plan. Why? Because you don't deserve to know the plan unless you're in. I am not going to waste my breath with someone who's not serious.
Guys, I can promise you something, right? And here's what I can promise you, that if you don't make this decision, you're going to regret it. Okay? You're going to regret it, and you may not find out until maybe a month from now. You may not find out maybe until 6 months. Maybe it might take a year. But I promise you that you will regret this, because when you realize how big this really is, when you realize how big Power Quantum is, when you realize how big being part of our inner circle is going to be, when you realize that, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, because there's moments in time, there's moments in your life where there's a rare opportunity where you can run with people, right? People who know what they're talking about, people who actually care about the people and don't just want to sail or anything like that. You can expect that you will regret this, right? You will regret this, and you will. I'm telling you right now that as you're thinking about it, and as somebody else is making a decision, and the spots are getting filled up, which, by the way, there's only 8 spots left, okay, that you will regret this. You will regret this, because we're going to do this with or without you, preferably with that. We'd rather do it with the person who's committed and with the person who's already made the decision.
Now, I'm going to put it out there right now. You're going to click on that link. If you pledged already, I want you to let me know in the comments if you're one of the people who've already pledged. If you have not yet pledged, I need you to pledge, and then you're going to get in for $25. You're going to get in for $25. And it's going to get you one of the tools that you need that's going to help you create the next level in your business and in your life. Once you do that, you will personally receive a message from us on the next webinar to get on in the next 5 minutes. All right, you're going to see it pop up right now. Okay, it's going to pop up right now. And I want you to click on that. You're going to pledge, and it's going to take you to a secured form. You're going to fill it out, and you're going to pay $25. The moment you pull out your credit card and pay $25, and we receive the notification, you are going to receive a message on the next webinar to get on. You are going to receive the message on the next webinar to get on.
Which we have to get on pretty soon, okay?
In about 5 minutes.
So guys, you know, as the pledge is being out there, right? As the pledge is out there, right? We decided to create this pledge, right? Because we, as an organization, if we want to do anything big, we need to be sharing the same vision, right? So in that pledge, you're gonna find out that there's a code of honor, right? You're gonna find out that there's a way of doing things, right? You're gonna find out that when you're part of Power Quantum, that it's not disorganized. You're gonna find out when you're part of Power Quantum that everything we do has purpose, and everything that we do, the intention is always going to be to the betterment for you, right? It's always going to be the betterment of other people, right? You can expect that, right? And the pledge, I want you to read that from top to bottom. And if you don't like the pledge, right, I want you to just get out now. Get the hell out, because we don't want to work with people who don't believe what we believe, right? And I don't say that in a mean way. I don't say that in any way, and maybe you might be taking it wrong. It's just that we don't have time, right? Because there's a lot of things happening right now, and if you only knew how big this was, you wouldn't be sitting on the sidelines thinking about it, right? If you only knew, you would sign that pledge right now and get started for $25, right? Because for $25, you're gonna realize, and you're going to be giving the opportunity to be part of a council that's much bigger than ourselves, that's much bigger than a group of people, you know, just trying to figure stuff out. It is much bigger than that, and it's going to be really big. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you don't make the decision, right, there's moments and times where this is a rare opportunity, guys. And you may be looking at us right now, and as you're watching and as you're listening through our words, through coming through the screen, you're saying, these guys are serious. You're saying, they're going somewhere. And I can tell you something, that we are going to go somewhere, right? I can tell you, because this is a story that I want to share with you. You see, when Apple first got started, and I just like Apple, right? This is what happened, right? When they first bought their first Apple computer and put it out on the public, their first year, they became $1 million company. Their first year, they made $1 million. Their second year, they made $10 million. Their third year, they made $100 million. Their fourth year, and fifth and sixth, they became $1 billion company, right? And here's what I want to let you know about something about growth and momentum. You see, a lot of people sometimes think that growth and momentum is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But in reality, growth and momentum is like this: 1, 10, 49, 89, 200, 400. And here's what I want to let you know. If you're part of the inner circle, that's the reason why you need to get in now. Because you will benefit massively just by associating yourself with us. Because who we associate ourselves with are people who only make $20,000 or above. So you can assure that the people who you're hanging out with in that inner circle, those people are six-figure earners. And one of them can be you. So as I'm talking now, you have a decision to make, right? And I'm not going to extend this any longer, right? And I'm not going to tell you that I need you to do it, because I don't want you to do it, right? Because we don't need a whole lot of people to make a massive impact. We don't. We need a specific group of people that believe in what we believe. And if we can get them and they can be committed and serious, right? As you're pulling out your credit card and you're getting started for $25, right? You're saying to yourself, I'm making the right investment. Because what you're doing really is investing into yourself. What you're really doing is investing into your future. What you're really doing is investing into something that is much bigger than you. And if you've always wanted to create something big, if you've always wanted to be something, be part of something bigger than yourself, now is your opportunity, and now is your chance to decide to run with us for the next 30 to 90 days. And I can promise you this, and I don't need to promise anymore because I'm kind of starting to get tired of promising stuff, right? But I can promise that the people who are in, you're going to succeed.
Yes.
You're going to succeed, because we know where we're going. We're clear on where we're going. We know where we're heading. And the train's leaving, okay? It's leaving, and it's either going to be, you're going to jump on it, or it's just going to leave you behind, and it's not coming back ever again. This opportunity is not ever going to come back to you, and if we ever do decide to bring it back out in the near future, it's not going to be the same. It's not. It's not, because right now, you have the opportunity to be part of something that is the beginning and the creation of something that will be an empire. You have the opportunity to be part of something that will be worldwide, and because we know it, and we haven't even shared what we really know, you have no idea how big this is. I promise you that you will regret this. You will regret this, and as you're watching this now, you're pacing back and forth. You know, you're walking back and forth with your credit card in hand, and you're looking at the screen. Should I do it? Should I not? And you're still thinking, and here's what I'm going to let you know. I was in a very similar position that you were 10 months ago, right? 10 months ago, I was looking at something, and I had the opportunity that was based upon something similar like this, right? And I was looking at that, and you know what I did? I just made the decision. I made the decision because if I knew if I didn't make the decision, I said to myself, I looked at this and I said, if I don't make the decision, where will I be at? And if I do make the decision, where will I be at? And you know what I said? I looked at if I wouldn't have made that decision, and I just thought, and I said, hell no. And I said, I'm going to make the decision, and here's what I'm going to let you know. Successful people never take forever to make a decision. They make a decision instantly. Instantly, right? And poor people, people who stay broke, they will make excuses forever. Because if you don't have $25, right, how long are you going to be in that situation where you have close to nothing in your bank account, right? Can you imagine 10 years from now still stuck in the same position, having close to nothing in your bank account with more responsibilities and with more stuff that you need to do and need to take care of? Can you imagine that? And if you can imagine that now as I'm speaking, then you need to make the decision, right? You need to do this now, because I'm telling you right now, we're not waiting for you.
We're moving. It's moving. It's moving. And so those of you who just made the decision, congratulations. You're going to receive an email, and you're going to get on this private hangout. And that private hangout is going to tell you exactly what to expect. You just love moving the camera, don't you?
Yeah, had to interrupt.
All right, guys. Make the decision. We're not waiting for you. This is your time, and if you accept it, do it. We'll see you on the other side.